on the beginning of January. It was like the 3rd. I remember I just was like, I'm just going to do it. Like, I'm just going to rip it off. I can't, like, I feel like keeping this in is going to make me feel worse, because all I would think about is like, think about the secret and like, I'm hiding this. And like, every time they would come over, I'd have to hide everything. I've had to like put my hijabs away and, you know, not make it obvious, because sometimes when they come over, they would kind of go on rants about Muslims and go like, oh, I hate Muslims. They should like be bombed and killed. And I was like, okay, I'm sitting right here. So they were quite extreme. Since, you know, they would talk about like bombing Muslims and killing us, and how like if you go to an airport, like he was saying once, they said like how he's like a Muslim girl could have bombs strapped to her, and I'm like, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen realistically. And I remember my family still celebrates Christmas, so I was kind of just like, you know, with them at that point, just like eating with them. This person started showing us like AI videos of Muslims being bombed and run over and everything, and my mom was like, oh, we were all very shocked, and my mom kind of looked at me like, I don't think he should be showing this, because, you know, you're right there, and this person doesn't know that I'm a Muslim. And I remember, you know, this person, my mom told this person, like, hey, you can't be here if you're going to show us violent videos. We don't agree with that. Like, we don't support being against Muslims because they've done nothing wrong. This person did not like that we were saying that, so they kind of had a tantrum and left. And we hadn't spoken to this person in a couple of weeks after that. In like the beginning of January, I was like so fed up. I'm like, I'm done with, you know, dealing with Islamophobia every single time this person comes over without them knowing I'm Muslim. Like, I'm really over it. So I just sent a big message saying, hey, I understand that you don't agree with this, but I expect like respect towards me, because you're related to me, and I expect you to help me. Like, you're my, like, so, and this person, yeah, I was trying to be as respectful as possible so that they would be understanding. I told them, like, you can take the time you need to process. You don't have to, like, talk to me. If you need, like, a week away from talking to me, you don't have to talk. Like, if you want to process it to avoid, you know, a big argument, because you probably don't want that. This person's, like, their first response was, is this a joke? And I was like, as soon as I said that, I'm like, I know how you're gonna react. So for the next, like, 1 to 2 hours, this person was bombarding me with messages about, like, oh, the Muslims, and it was, like, political things about, like, how we need to ban religion, and, like, how I'm gonna, like, something. He started talking about Iran, and I was like, this is not relevant. I don't live in Iran. Nothing's gonna happen to me. I don't live there. And he was just kind of bombarding me with all these crazy ideologies, saying, like, Hitler was right. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna engage with this if you're going to say that to me. So I just left it. I just stopped messaging, and I just blocked the number so that they couldn't contact me. And I remember I went out with, like, some of my friends and everything after that for a distraction, but I was still feeling really terrible that day, because I'm like, this person could really harm me or someone else if we come in contact with them. I'm terrified, but I went out and I was like, it's fine. Nothing could happen. And I remember my sister was like, she was getting, like, so many calls from this person. Like, they were, like, calling her, like, and she didn't answer, but they were texting her, like, being like, oh, well, you know, basically they were just saying, like, they were saying things like, oh, Musrat scum, and I was like, I don't know what a Musrat is, but something you made up. So, yeah, because my sister was like, well, we all support it, and we all like her decision, and we don't care, and they were like, no, I hate it, and she's like, okay, well, not everything revolves around your opinion, but, yeah. After that, we were like, okay, he's probably gonna lay low now. He's probably done ranting. Maybe they probably got drunk or something. I don't know. So after that, we were still hanging out and everything. And then I remember at around like 7 p.m. we were like just leaving the place. We're like ready to go home now and everything. We got a message on our phone talking about how we need to ring the cops because they're coming over. They're going to come to our house. And I was like, oh God, I'm so we were obviously terrified. We we get home, like we speed home because we're crapping our pants because we're like, this person is going to invade our private space and threaten our safety. We don't feel safe. So we immediately got home, we locked all the doors, and we just sat and waited. They didn't end up coming, so I think that we were just assuming they might have just realized like what they did was they might have just stopped themselves, but who knows what happened. But I was very grateful. I was like, thank you that nothing happened because alhamdulillah, I was very terrified. And yeah, and the next day I was like, nothing's gonna happen, like it's fine, like this person, like, oh Alan Thomas. Sorry. My sister walked in, sorry, she does that so much. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, the next day we were like, no, nothing's gonna happen, like we're fine. Like this person, they probably gave up. They're probably gonna like message us a bit more, but like that's as far as it'll go. Like we just didn't expect anything to happen because I was gonna go to my friend's house that day, but I was really excited. Like I'm gonna go hang out with my friends after this big event happened. Whatever, I'll just forget about it. No, couple hours before we went out, this man walks in trespassing, no permission. He just opened the door and came in our house, and I was like, obviously I was in the bathroom, so my first immediate thought was I need to lock myself in the bathroom or something is going to happen to me. So I immediately just locked myself in. I'm like, I'm not, I don't want to face this person because I know what's going to happen if I do. So I lock myself in the bathroom. All I hear outside is just like yelling, and like the first thing they say is like, oh, where is she? Where is she? I need to talk to her. I need to see her. And my family was like, no, you're not going to see her because you're being aggressive. Like if you're going to be aggressive, we're going to kick you out. And this person did not give it up. They were trying to find me in the house and everything. And I think they figured out I was in the bathroom because, they checked my room. I wasn't there. And I think they were right outside the bathroom door, and the locks are really faulty on our bathroom door. So I was like holding the door because I'm like, I don't want you to open the door. This person was like right outside the door. So my family got in and they were like trying to like push them out the house. Like, you need to leave. Like we like, trying to get them out and everything. And it was just a big, big thing. Lots of words. They said a lot of really harmful things to my family, calling us names like controlling and antagonizing, and it's very hypocritical because this person is very antagonizing, but and I was terrified, obviously, as you would be, and yeah, this person, we ended up getting them out the house, and yeah, my family was like trying to push him out, like, you need to leave, like, we don't want to see you if you're going to be like this. This person wouldn't give it up and kept threatening to fight us and being like, oh, you need to punch me and hit me and I'll fight me. And I was like, no, like, we're not going to do that. And this person, we ended up obviously calling the police, everything. We got the police to come over. I went to my friend's house anyway. I just went anyway. I was like, oh, well, I'll just go to my friend's anyway and, talk to them about this. So as soon as I got to my friend's house, I realized that we found out that the cops were at our house, to question and make sure everything's okay. So I went home early from the hangout because I'm like, I can't be here. I need to go home after this crazy event just happened, all because I said I'm a Muslim. Crazy.